It's officially 40 years ever since Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends appeared on the TV screens. Based on a beloved book series known as the Railway series, the franchise has continued to entertain people for decades, especially children. I myself have been a huge, massive Thomas and Friends fan for years, and it's very, very special to me. But why is Thomas and Friends special to me? Well, I'll tell you. When I was little, I was at a shop with my mum. When I when we went past shelves of toys, I spotted a Thomas toy. I pointed at it, insisting my mum to buy that toy, and she did. And that's when my love for Thomas started to grow. Then I had a VHS tape, which I think is called The Very Best of Thomas and Friends. And the first episode I've watched was Thomas and Gordon. And sure enough, I can't get enough of Thomas. Ranging from the episodes, the movies, the songs, the characters. I'm Thomas mad at that point. The Thomas franchise has been a comfort for me. Over the years, however, there were times where I get picked on for liking the show, let alone the entire franchise. And most people would say that as I'm getting older, most people would say that I'm too old for Thomas. And they would continuously call me Thomas the Tank Engine of all names. They would make train noises just to mock me. And honestly, not a single person stood up for me. And I felt all alone in the world. However, to cheer me up, I would just put on Thomas every time whenever I have a DVD, or if it comes up on Nick Jr. or Milkshake even. It helped. The show pretty much helped assure me that that there's positives in the world, even with negatives. And it felt like I have a best friend that would never leave my side. Every time I watch Thomas, it pretty much reminds me that that life is short, and I have to enjoy the franchise while I still can. Every time I put on Thomas, I would read out the title cards. I would name certain characters and learn certain names. I would even sing to the songs, even if certain lyrics are quite tricky. I would buy nearly every single Thomas book, Thomas magazine, Thomas DVD. I used to buy the Thomas VHSs. I would also have the toys as well, ranging from Tomy, Take Along, Take and Play, Trackmaster, you name it. And that goes to show how dedicated I am to Thomas and Friends. And I couldn't ask for anything more. Thomas and Friends has been through a lot of changes. either good or bad. But no matter how many times the franchise would change, my love for Thomas never once changed at all. I still kept faithful to it, and I hope it would stay that way for as long as I live. And as for as for favorite favorite books, well, I like some of the Railway series books. My favorite ones are Thomas the Tank Engine, obviously, the three railway engines, enterprising engines, um, Edward the Blue Engine, and I especially like Thomas and the Great Railway Show too. As for favourite episodes, my favourite episodes are Thomas and Gordon, Old Iron, Henry's Forest, Thomas the Babysitter. Let's see, what else is there? Respect for Gordon. And Best Engine Ever. Yes, I have so many favourites. It's hard to list all of them. I especially like the My Thomas Story Library range because because not only it combines both the Railway series and the TV series put together, but it there's also illustrations where certain Railway series-esque locations blend in with the characters that feel like something out of the models out of the TV series. And I enjoyed reading each and every one of them. As for favourite narrators, there's Michael Angelis and Mark Morrigan. Yes, Michael Angelis and Mark Morrigan are both tied as number one favourites of mine. Second favourite, George Carlin. Third favourite, Ringo Starr. Yes, when I say Ringo Starr out loud, yeah. As for favourite songs, I like Thomas's Anthem. I like Really Useful Engine, Come for the Ride, The Engine Roll Call, Determination, We Make a Team Together. Let's see. I especially like Go Go Thomas. And of course, the fan favourite, Thomas, You're the Leader. Seriously, there's lots of songs. And it's hard to pick which one. And anyways, Thomas is a special franchise to me. It's been very close to my heart. And I can't possibly grow out of it. No matter how old I get, I just can't turn away from it. Even with so many changes all through the years, I can't possibly stop, can I? Oh. And well, I think that's pretty much it. That's all I've got to say as to why Thomas and Friends is special to me. Now, I'm gonna ask, what makes Thomas and Friends special to you? How much of an impact Has it? How much has it impacted your life? How much has it inspired you? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, happy 40th anniversary to Thomas the Tank Engine and friends.